Hello my friends, welcome to the channel, and today is Saturday. I'm sorry I'm posting this video a little bit later than I usually do, but I got really busy this week, so hopefully you guys enjoy actually the last video I posted. I know it's different, I know it doesn't have to be with the watches. It's actually a Mont Blanc pen, but I think this is a really amazing brand. I think there's a lot of potential, including the YouTube channel. So please let me know if you like the past video. I would really appreciate for you the feedback. It's really helpful for the channel, and thank you very much for the support. So today's video, it's about Tudor watches. I don't know why I haven't made a video about this particular watch. I think this is a really amazing piece, and I'm going to talk actually for the Tudor GMT or the Pepsi from Tudor. I think this is a very cool brand. I think it's a very cool watch, and I know it has to be with Rolex. I know it's the same brand. Well, I don't want to say it's the same brand. It's practically sister brands. So it was the same founder who built, who found Tudor and found Rolex. So this is a really interesting piece, guys. And I think that's pretty much all I have to say right now. And there's a lot to talk about this particular model, including on the market. So let's stop talking and let's take a look at this beautiful piece. All right, so now it's time to take this watch out of the box. And you guys already know I can help you with Tudor. We might ended up getting more restrictions according to Rolex. They're sister brands, and I think Tudor is kind of getting into the same path than Rolex. But you can always contact me on the links below. Tell me what are you looking for. I have more brands such as Heuer, Bvlgari. I have Gucci, Mont Blanc, pants, and a lot of other products. I have diamonds, engagement rings, whatever you're looking for. If you're actually here from Texas, from the Valley of Texas or Rio Grande Valley, it's actually easier for me to help you out. But anyways, wherever you are, let me know. We have US free shipping from whatever item you're buying. So beautiful piece. Let's take it out of the box and let's talk a little bit more about this model, because guys, I really believe there's a lot of, I don't want to say hate, but there's a lot of people who really doesn't like watches that are similar to other brands. But I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I don't think we have more mechanisms that are actually on the market. Let's say a GMT is going to look practically, it's not going to look the same, but it's going to have the same features on the watch, same type of bezel, same type of dials or whatever, arrows, so that way you can measure the second time. So I think this is a really cool piece. I know there's a lot of people who say there is really very it's looking very similar to the Pepsi from Rolex, but I really think these watches are very different. Of course, it has a very different bracelet. Looks to me more like an oyster bracelet, but of course this is a GMT piece, guys. This is a $4,050 piece, so I don't think it's really that expensive. If you're really trying to find a Rolex and you don't have the cash right now, or actually you were maybe just trying to build a collection, I will always recommend Tudor, because I think they're a very cool brand. It's a very good pieces, have great mechanisms, they last forever. It's actually a sister brand from Rolex, so I think it's a good purchase, especially if you're trying to build a collection. For me personally, I would really like to have this particular piece on my collection. I like to have from different brands. It's not like I always just concentrate on pieces that will never lose value, because if we really want to play that game, it's really hard to find just pieces that probably will never lose some type of value. But at this point, Tudor, this particular model, including Blackberry 58s, Blackberry Chronos, and especially the GMTs, you have been able to find, I was doing a little bit of research online, and I actually found a lot of pieces that are actually selling for over retail price for this particular model. Of course, it really depends of the source you're looking for, and really depends of the condition. But I think this is a really good sign for the market for this particular model. So I think in the future, it can gain some value. Or like I say, Tudor was out of the US for around 20 years, so they're barely getting more demand here in the United States. If you go to Europe, or you go to other parts of the world, they usually you usually don't find these pieces on the showcase. It's kind of like, not like Rolex, but I think it's kind of like taking the same I would like to say a marketing strategy, or whatever they're doing in their models. I think they're doing a really great job, because in the past 3-4 months I have sold probably around 3 to 4 GMTs, and I think that's a really good sign in the market because people are coming looking for Rolex. They cannot find Rolex, and of course they ended up going to the most similar brand. Of course, Cartier is really, you know, having a lot of demand also, but I think Tudor probably in the 5-10 years in the future, I think it's really increasing demand. So I think this particular model, the signs that the market that you can find on the market right now, like finding the piece at least for retail price or even higher the price, I think it's a really good sign for the future, and I think it's a really good piece to keep it in your collection, to hold it and probably pass it to your kids, or, you know, just do whatever you want to do. But of course, I really think this particular model is going to be very hot in the market in the next few years. Like I'd say, Black Bay 58s, the black ones, the one, of course, the Chrono, the new one, and of course the GMT is one of the most wanted pieces, most sell, you know, best sellers from Tudor also. So I will always recommend to keep that in your collection if you're really trying to build a collection for the looks, for the mechanisms and all that stuff. I would really like to add something like this, to my personal opinion. But I would really appreciate for you to let me know. Tell me if you like the watch. Tell me if you will put it in your collection or not. And tell me what you think about Tudor. Do you think it's going to become, you know, hotter? Do you think the demand is going to increase in the United States in the next years? To me personally, like I say, I think it's really going that way. So I think it's always, just like I say, it's always a good piece to keep it. But anyways, this actually comes in very different type of bands. It comes with the leather band, it comes with the nylon band, and of course it comes with the stainless steel band. I will always recommend, well, it really depends on how you want to build your collection, but to me personally, I think it's better to have it in stainless steel and then ordering the other bands, unless you really want to keep that watch. You know, the band that I really love also besides the stainless steel is the nylon. I think it's a really cool piece. I think it's a really nice band, and it's kind of like the signature for the brand. So I think if I will get a Tudor, I will definitely get the nylon band also, or probably just that model. This is a $4,050 piece. Like I'd say, it's 41 millimeters. It's all stainless steel. And what else can I say? Of course, this have a 70-hour power reserve, guys. So this is a really cool, very nice mechanism. 70-hour power reserve, to my personal opinion, it's great. You have the same mechanism than having a Rolex, practically. If I'm not mistaken, I think Tudor basically, they barely get out of the Rolex factory last year, so now they're getting their own location, their own everything. But before, these watches used to be made on the same place. So very nice pieces. This is actually a waterproof, 200-meter water resistant, or 660 feet. Guys, this is a really cool feature. And probably, I think there's some of the Rolex. Oh well, no, I don't want to lie to you guys, but the majority of the watches that I usually see, it's just 100-meter water resistant. This particular model is 200-meter water resistant, so this is a really cool piece. Of course, it comes with GMT. You can see right there on the red arrow. That's going to give you the second time. So the bezel, if you really take a look at the bezel, it kind of, you know, the numbers are from 1 to 24. That means it's a 24-hour clock, and then you have the regular hour just inside of the dial, and you also have a date. So very cool features, very cool mechanism. I think it's a great watch to use every day. And like I say, just to give you a recap, I will really hold this piece in my collection because I think it's going to have a lot of demand in the next few years. So I think that's pretty much all I have to say about this particular model. I don't want to give you a very long video. I just want to give you my thoughts on the piece, give you the features, and I think it's a really cool piece, guys. So please tell me what you think. Give us a like, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to be on top of every model to be released from different brands. It's going to help this channel a lot, so let us know what you think, and see you next week, guys.